When you say, do you know someone who's diabetic? Right. Oh yeah, so-and-so down the street.
And there was a time where you didn't know people that were diabetic. Yeah, diabetes was a disease that was very uncommon and not heard of.
All this was kind of curious, as a matter of fact. Yeah, what? And
right.
Even to the point when, especially if you're type 1 or you've had it since you were a kid. I remember growing up, that was the kids that had to take the shots every day.
Right.
No kid wants to have a shot, but that's about the extent of it. Even now, my dad too is diabetic, and there were 11 kids in the family, and all the men except for him were type 1, and so he was the only one that developed type 2 later on in his life. And we kind of touched a little bit about how it affects your day-to-day living, but he goes like you said, your dad had a blister. My dad broke a bone in his ankle, and when you go into the emergency room, they know you're diabetic. It's like, oh, stop! Now we're going to check your heart.
Right.
We're going to make sure that's okay. Probably check your eyes. It's probably a good idea. The blood
for the step out walk.
Right, and I definitely want to talk about that. Every year, there's got to be some things to get the information out there, to get people educated, somehow get some dollars in, because everything costs money around here. You know that. These programs don't fund themselves, but they are here for you. This money goes right back into the local community, into the national community as well, depending on the organization. And this is a great event that I want to talk about, which is the Step Out Walk to Fight Diabetes. And I know that you guys have linked up with Albertsons and Hill Valley to do this event. I'd like to talk about this event. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll talk about this.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott. I'll fill in any blanks that I might see.
Now, the registration for the walk starts early, about 7:30, 7 o'clock. Of course, the folks from the American Diabetes Association will be out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, right, setting up, getting ready.
Quite early. She's like, don't remind me.
Yeah, and then there'll be some speakers from 8 to 8:30 and there's a couple of local celebrity MCs that will be involved, and talking about what's happening at the walk, what's going on there as well, for people to try. And there'll be the goodie bags, the ubiquitous goodie bags everybody gets to take home.
Right.
We'll have samples of the different things that are in there. And I believe there's actually meals.
Yes.
I believe there's a breakfast. Is that right?
We have it available for walkers that I believe it's $35 in donations. We will have a light breakfast available.
Okay. Well, especially if there's going to be a bunch of diabetics as well walking, you might want to have some food around just in case.
Hill and Valley will be there. Trust me on that one.
Okay.
Now, in addition to the adults that are walking or jogging, running, or rolling,
depending
on how they're going to accomplish it, there'll be a kids zone.
Okay.
And the bouncy things we all know about will be there, and some other things.
Taking my steps.
Yeah, not good at the bounce thing at the kids' zone. Registration forms that are right there.
Okay.
So in addition to Albertsons coming and being part of the walk to make that a fun day, they're also helping, and they're engaged in getting the information out to the folks. So it's real important to know. Yeah.
If people still want to donate to the American Diabetes Association and they're not able to attend the walk, they can still do that, right?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, it's real easy to register for the walk.